Hello, everybody. Hope you're all well today. We have given you a bit of a rest from us over the past few weeks, so you can get on with the mini back to school that I'm sure you've all been experiencing. But as we need to be all systems go now, I'm back with a few updates for you. News on global shipping and the uniform bill coming up in a second. But first, I wanted to let you know about our new eco shirts and blouses. First in the market, they are now live for you to order on the trade website. So the polyester content comes from yarn derived from recycled plastic bottles. The packaging is 100% recycled and it is recyclable. And so you can get on there and place your orders now. And I'm really excited as well to let you know that next week, Jamie, now he's recovered from homeschool, will be presenting our Spring Forward series of videos for you in readiness for that spring reopening. So we think that looking forward and making the most of the opportunities that lie ahead is the way to go. So we're really excited to be able to present you insights from some experts. One of the top digital marketing agencies in the UK is going to talk about how to adapt to the digital landscape. We've got a lecturer in sustainable clothing and circular economy. And the retail expert, Kathryn, the better one, is back talking about the future of the high street, going phygital, yes, that's a real word, and how much environmental issues are now critically important for consumers. So look out for our short videos in the Spring Forward series in your inbox next week. So moving on to global shipping, you may have seen the widely reported story of the giant container ship. It's 400 metres long and can carry 20,000 containers that's blocked the Suez Canal, which clearly is a very vital route from Asia into Europe. And it is potentially going to plunge global trade routes into further chaos. So whilst I said a few weeks ago that alarm bells were not ringing, they are a little bit more now. And some of the port congestion that we're already seeing is likely to be exacerbated if more ships get backlogged or rerouted. But we are very early on in this changing situation, so we do need to see exactly what issues it causes before worrying unnecessarily. But I did want to reassure you that we have visibility on all our containers as they're leaving their port of origin, and we'll keep updating you with delivery information as soon as we get it. We still have a good amount of time before back to school, but we do all need to be aware of some of the possible risks ahead. And to give you the latest on the school uniform bill as it continues to make its way through Parliament, on the 12th of March it had its third reading in the Commons. It had a really long debate. There was a 90-minute speech from one MP about the benefits of school uniform. There were many MPs that the School Wear Association exec and School Wear Association members have spoken to who spoke really positively about the benefits and provision of school-specific uniform. And there were no amendments made to that bill. So it was quickly voted for. Last Friday, it had its second reading in the Lords with much humorous discussion about the uniform the peers wore in the past. But it was mainly a supportive series of speeches. They were overshadowed in the headlines you might have seen by just a single comment from a peer talking about abolishment, but that was not the tone generally. And again, it proceeded through fairly swiftly, is now at committee stage, which will then be followed by the report stage and the third reading before it goes back to the Commons for royal assent, which is expected to be during this session of Parliament, so quite soon before the end of May. So you're probably wondering, what does all this mean as it becomes law? But as you will know from the excellent School Wear Association briefings and communications, the bill states that the Department for Education's guidance for school uniform must be considered by governing bodies, school leaders, school staff and local authorities. And so that becoming statute means parents can challenge schools on their policy if they don't believe they've done that. The current guidance from 2013 is going to be redrafted. The School Wear Association will be consulted on this. But on some of the fundamentals you might be interested to know, the understanding is that there will not be a cap on the number of branded school items, as the guidance already states that they should be kept to a minimum, that the schools should be seeking to do that anyway. Sole supply arrangements must go through an appropriate tender process, although it is understood existing contracts that have gone through that process will be allowed to continue. And where they don't yet exist, where there's nothing in place and it's a sole supply arrangement, it is expected there will be a period of time to allow this, so the coming back to school can proceed as it is. One of the key amendments that's expected to the current guidance is understood to relate to second-hand uniform provision that schools must consider. And obviously, from where we are as David Luke, we think this is just a great opportunity for all our businesses, but for your business to add some value to the circular economy, to the local community. And we will really be working on more information about how we can do this when we understand more about the wording. We've attached a link to the current guidance so you can refresh yourselves on it and then look out for the continued School Wear Association updates on all that's being done as we consult with the Department for Education over the content of that and everything that the School Wear Association does to promote the best way forward for this market. So if you aren't a member, you must be. I'll leave you now though, and you can look forward to that hour less in bed on Sunday. You see, the spring forward is how I remember it. Spring forward, fall back. Because we do all need to spring forward now and handle everything that's ahead. And we'll start with our videos next week, so look out for them and take care. I will see you soon.